So we're returning to Superman's pal, the new Jimmy Olsen, with issue 136. Not even Superman can stop the giant Jimmy. Jimmy Olsen, the DN alien. Extra, the Newsboy Legion plus a Golden Age superhero reborn. Deep in a federal underground complex known as the Project, the Newsboy Legion responds to strange and fearful sounds of violence. Begin the saga of the DN aliens. Wow. It's a battle, big words, a battle between a giant and a long underwear character. The Guardian. It can only be the Guardian, Gabby. He looks and fights just like the way our dads describe him. Take it from Scrapper. It's a scrapper's scrap. There's more to it than that. The giant is an invader, and he's covered with enough synthetic kryptonite to have knocked out Superman. Kill, destroy. I have been programmed by the forces who created me to eliminate whatever lies before me. He must die. Only if you prevail. But you won't. Not while there is strength in my body and agility to compensate for your ponderous size. So that's the Guardian there. Bam! It's true, the Guardian is back, but he is the Guardian of a new and frightening age. He is a child of the Project, a new and far-reaching experiment which could change humanity as we know it. For the big picture is unfolding, and each segment of it reveals the terrifying pattern of forces, the likes of which have never been seen on Earth. Yes, and the birth of forces which are yet to play their part in the great saga. Jimmy Olsen, his pal Superman, and the Newsboy Legion are at the center of the action. Jimmy, I just caught a good view of the giant's face. He looks like you. Bop him, Guardian. Dazzle him with footwork. That giant's got a weak spot somewhere. I know, Tommy. He is me. He was grown from cell tissue taken from me. Kill, kill. But that cell tissue was stolen from the Project, and from it the giant was grown. Whack. Vrook. But who stole the cell tissue? How did they get by the Project security? Just then, pow! Yow! The giant nailed the Guardian with a sneak punch. We're helpless. I've got to revive Superman. Destruction, death. I shall kill everything that moves, then wreck the Project. I come for you. Superman, there's only seconds. You must stop the giant. Superman regains his senses, but too late. What? Jimmy, look out! The giant's got him. If I attack the giant, Jimmy may get hurt. As the giant pulls Jimmy to him in his fierce grip, he suddenly comes face to face with his own image. You are exactly like myself. It's nothing to get angry about. Hey, you're hurting me. This is a trick to confuse me, but it won't work. I shall not be stopped. I'm back in the fight and will gain his attention while you work your ruse. I've got to act. The Guardian the Guardian no sooner lunges at the giant than Superman slowly begins to exert pressure on the cement floor. Crack! Suddenly, the ground is tilting. I've lost my balance. Now! Superman launches himself almost at light speed and snatches Jimmy Olsen from his captor. Zwoosh! Got him. The boy is safe. I can resume the attack. This time I'll finish you off. A flash. The giant is hidden by vapors. As the vapors clear, the giant seems to weaken and slowly sinks to the ground. Gasp. I cannot rise. I gasp. Then he is silent. His great form lies inert, relaxed in sleep. Strange. The vapor literally exploded from his hair without cause. It is puzzling. Make way for the man with answers. Thanks for saving my skin, Superman. You've just closed the generation gap. You owe me nothing, Jimmy. You're not exactly lacking in intestinal fortitude. Now, as for our fallen Goliath, it would seem the best course to take would be to look for a David. Ah, here he is. Don't tell me he's got armed fleas. It's a rather humorous label to apply to our little friend here, but I would say you're close. A miniature paratrooper, and he's waving a grenade. But where did he come from? How did he get into the giant's hair? I'd say he probably dropped in, like the rest of his outfit is doing now. We were so absorbed in battling the giant, we didn't hear his plane or see him land. The objective is tranquilized, men, now to complete the operation. Micro paratroopers, and they all look like Scrapper. What are they carrying? Cryonic equipment. They're going to put our giant on ice, Jimmy. Does that mean you're going to freeze him in some way, Superman? Well, let's just say the giant is being wrapped in a frozen blanket. That little gun is hosing him down with liquid nitrogen. It is spread rapidly over him, covering him with an icy coat as strong as steel. Will it restrain him? Gosh, I hope so. That cat is the scariest. Amen. Hey, here comes that little gimmicky plane again. Bzz, bzz. It's picking up the little Scrapper troopers. Ain't they cute? So they used me cell tissues to make these spunky little fighting men. These spunky fighting men. Well, it's only a natural. Sure. And you, Guardian, were superb. It was a thrill just watching you. Cool, man. Boy, I've got a million questions to ask him. And we will in part 2.